I'm so excited to share with you today these 5 powerful and easy techniques on how to stop overthinking and stop negative intrusive thoughts. If you don't know my story, for the first 15 years of my career life, I worked in secure types of corporate positions, an investment firm, a commercial real estate company, a business bank, a residential brokerage. All of these were great careers, and I learned a ton about the industries and myself as well, but none of them really felt truly aligned to what I'm passionate about. But I grew up in a very loving home, but we were below poverty line, so I never felt that security and that freedom of having options. So security was one of my top priorities when I was going out and looking for a type of career that I wanted to pursue. I was also told that the passions that I had would not create security for me. So I had this push-pull dichotomy of wanting to do something that I'm aligned with and passionate about, as well as having that security and safety and options that come with abundance. So now I've dedicated my life to creating security and options and freedom, time freedom and financial freedom for myself, and helping and empowering other people to see that it's possible for them as well. So we have over 60,000 thoughts a day. Some of them are conscious, some of them are subconscious, some of them we choose, some of them we don't choose. So how do we stop the thoughts that are intrusive and not helping us and not serving us? This is what I'm going to talk about today. So the first powerful and easy technique is to understand that you are not your thoughts. So when you create a space between you and your thoughts, and when you realize that you are the observer of your thoughts, you are the believer and those are your beliefs, then you can then make a choice because you are not associated with your thoughts. This can take some practice, and meditation very much helps this process. But when you recognize a thought and you're consciously aware that this is a thought that I prefer not to have, immediately stop and create that space. Just watch that thought and observe it from an observer position. What I have done in the past was pretend that I was a reporter of my own life. Something that comes up that is unfavorable and I would like to get it out of my life, in my head will say, oh, that's interesting, I'm having that thought again, and just kind of let it be. The second thing that you can do that goes along with observing your thoughts is when you do have a thought that comes up, or thoughts, get into your body by breathing or just taking a moment and get into your body, and then ask a couple questions like, is this serving me? Is this something that I can control? And really, if you can't control it, then you can't worry about it. If it's not serving you, can you choose a different thought? Is there still an opportunity to forgive someone in this situation? Another thing you can do is write down these thoughts. If, say, in a situation, if you're overthinking a decision that you're making, write down all of your thoughts. See if there's any immediate actions you can take. Taking action when you're overthinking something is excellent, because no matter what action you take, you will get feedback. You take the action, you will get feedback, and feedback always gives you clarity. Indecision is also a decision. Try to take any little action you can towards that thing. If you take action, no matter what type of action, you will definitely get feedback, and then you can adjust quickly. Another thing when you are having intrusive thoughts, negative thoughts that aren't serving you, is to not judge them. Whenever you judge a thought, it gets very sticky. So you'll notice this the next time. If you have a thought such as you're not seeing the success that you want in your business or your career, you can easily spiral out of control, saying, maybe I'm not good at this, maybe none of my clients like me, and you can internalize all these thoughts about yourself. If you just let the thought be that thought and not judge it, not judge yourself, just let it be by itself. It's just a thought. It could be from your past programming or something outside of you. You don't know. And just let it be. Don't judge it. If you resist something, it will persist. It's like, don't think of a white elephant in the room. You immediately think of a white elephant in the room. So just saying, stop thinking this, will do the opposite effect. So accept, surrender, understand that it's just a thought and it doesn't have any meaning unless you assign meaning to it. Everything in life is neutral unless you assign whatever meaning to it. Don't judge it, because then it gets even stickier. Don't judge people, because then they get even, that the ideas around them or what you don't like about them will get even stickier. Another helpful question to ask yourself in this situation is, maybe this is exactly what I need for growth. What if this is the exact thing or person or event that is going to lead to my evolution or a lesson or something positive? So try to see the lesson or the gift in many things, and it will transmute that for you. Lastly, trust the universe has perfect timing. Trust that everything will work out for the good. It's hard to do in the moment. It's like that saying, it's hard to see the trees if you're in the forest. But even if you don't know exactly why something is happening to you or something happened to you in the past, you can assign the meaning that you want for it. And you don't need to know all the answers right now, but if you trust and you have faith that it is serving you and somehow, and eventually you will get the answer, you can just kind of let it go. So just to recap, these 5 easy and powerful techniques to stop overthinking, stop intrusive thoughts, negative thoughts that aren't serving you, is 1, to recognize that you are separate from your thoughts. You are not your thoughts. Thoughts come and go. Some serve us, some don't. Some are conscious, some are subconscious, and we don't have to associate with our thoughts if we don't like. We can just let it pop up and move on if we like. We are the observer, we are the believer. Those are our beliefs, and we can decide whether they are something that we want to keep or we don't want to keep. Get into your body and ask questions. Is this serving me? Is this something that I can control or I can't control? You don't need to know the answers right away, but just creating that space and separation, and actually understanding that it's a choice, that it's something that you can decide now or later on whether you want to keep or you don't want to keep. That can be helpful. Another thing is writing your thoughts down, organizing on paper, just getting them off of your mind into your head. I love journaling for this reason. Also, do not judge a thought. When you judge a thought, it gets sticky, and then all these other supplementary thoughts will come up, and it will just increase the energy of the original thought that you didn't want to have in the first place. So don't judge, just accept that that thought popped up and surrender it to the universe if you don't want it. Lastly, trust that the universe has perfect timing. Trust in yourself that you are resourceful and everything will work out on your behalf. There is some type of lesson or gift in this person that you are thinking about, whatever they did to you, or this event or this circumstance. There's a gift or a lesson, something that is going to serve your growth overall. So have a little faith and trust in that. And I hope you enjoyed these techniques. I've used them all myself and they really work. I would love to hear in the comments if you try these or if you have done some of these and how it worked out for you. Also, if you enjoy videos like this and find them inspiring or helpful, please subscribe, and I will look forward to seeing you in the next video.